Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick video shortening the handle on this cold steel axe gang hatchet trainer. The reason why I'm shortening the handle on this is because I believe that it's good to have various lengths of weapons for your practice so that way you can be as versatile as possible. I already have a trainer version of the Cold Steel Axe Gang Hatchet, as well as a training version of the Cold Steel Trench Hawk. This trainer version of the Axe Gang Hatchet is the same size as my actual Axe Gang Hatchet, and the Trench Hawk trainer is a good representation of obviously my Cold Steel Trench Hawk, but also other tomahawks like my Spike Hawk, my Pipe Hawk, etc. And these two trainers are very similar in length. But when you compare that to my Norse Hawk, when you put edge to edge, the handle on the Axe Gang Hatchet trainer is over 5 inches longer. And also when you line it up to a more typical hardware store axe, it's still over 5 inches longer. Obviously, if you are using something more along the lines of the Norse Hawk or a typical hardware store hatchet, that's obviously going to change the way that you use the weapon. So I'm going to shorten this right now. You probably can't see it, but I already put a line on the handle, and that's where I'm going to cut it down to, and then I'm going to round the end, and I will wrap the grip of this one in tape like my other Axe Gang Hatchet trainer. And there we go, the modification is now done. Before this modification, from the top of the head to the end of the handle, it was 20 1/4 inches long, and now it is 14 1/4 inch long. As you can see, it is quite a bit shorter than the original, but this will definitely add more versatility to my practice. In shortening this down, I did end up losing the kanji, but that's really not a big deal because on the unmodified one, the kanji already wore off anyways. Plus, as you can see, I wrapped both of these in tape for extra grip because these can definitely get slick when you're practicing. But they do both have the crossing Axe Gang Hatchet symbol on the heads, so that's still pretty cool. Because the modified one is now almost 6 inches shorter than the original, this does impact how you use it. Obviously, range is affected because this is a 4-inch blade on here. So almost 6 inches shorter handle, almost 6 inches shorter reach. So now, if you only trained with the full-size version and then you had to pick up a shorter one to use, you might completely miss. With the modified one, because it's shorter, that means that I have less handle to work with if something hits the handle. So because of that, that means it's more likely to be close to my hand because that's the only place it can be. Whereas with the original length, I can catch it further away from my hand. Also, because of its length, it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense to use two-handed, but because of its length, it is generally going to be more controllable than a full-size axe. However, being shorter and being able to grip it with two hands does have other advantages and disadvantages. Because of the handle length on the original one, I can use this with more power in a swing because I can get two hands on it and because of the length of the handle. There are times that using this one-handed, I can entangle with someone's weapon and pull it away from them, especially if they're using an axe as well. However, there are times that it just makes more sense to do that two-handed for the added power. And when stripping an opponent's weapon away, if I'm doing that two-handed, I can have my hand lower at the bottom, grab the handle with the left hand on top and pull it away from them. I can grab with my second hand and pull it away, grabbing one hand on top of the other. Or if my right hand is up higher, I can grab below the right hand and pull that weapon away as well. Now to do that same thing with the shorter one, I can again grab it with two hands, but now my hand is closer to the top. So it would make more sense to grab the same hand if doing that. Also between the two, because of the difference in handle lengths, there are more range options with the original. Because of the length on the original, I do have the option of having less than one hand of space between the end of my hand and the bottom of the handle for maximum reach. I can hold it so that I could grab it with the second hand if I wanted to, and this will give me less reach but more control, and also gives me more past my hand to be able to hook with or strike with. I can hold it even higher for, again, less power but more control, more hooking, easier to grab with a second hand, and I can grab anywhere on the handle all the way up to holding it at the absolute top of the handle with my hand right under the head of the axe. With the shorter version, obviously, I have various places I can grab as well, but not as many. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.